Hello everybody, and welcome back. With the release of A Wrinkle in Time coming out this weekend, I figured it'd be a pretty good time to discuss one of the best Disney films ever released in my opinion, and that would be Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Now, for this specific analysis, I'm not going to be talking about the film itself. More or less, I'm going to be talking about one of the characters in the film, and that would be Captain Jack Sparrow. But before we continue, I need to give you guys a big spoiler warning. This review is going to contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl, first of all, you should go see it. And second of all, don't come back to this video until you've watched it, because I don't want to ruin the movie for you. But for everybody else, let's begin. So to start out with this analysis, the one thing I want to say about Captain Jack Sparrow is the fact that although he's a great swashbuckling pirate, and he's the one character we're rooting for because he's a pirate that doesn't really act like a modern day pirate. He's really somebody who you can look at where you will look at him and you will say,
"That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen."
Now, with that in mind, the thing I want to focus on is the fact that Captain Jack Sparrow is a representation. He is a representation of life, and he is a representation of where we go to when we have success and failure, specifically if we've got a goal or a dream in mind. And I can't really think of a single other place that would be better to start than at the very beginning of the movie. Let's start when Jack sails into the dock at Port Royal. He comes in, he's on his little dinghy, he's up, he's getting ready to go, and then his boat starts to sink. And what do you know? Jack tries to get down, he tries to flush all of the water out, and then his boat eventually sinks as he ties it to the dock. Now, here's the thing. Don't we all feel like that sometimes? Don't we all feel like we are on a journey through life and our dinghy is not exactly going where we want it to, and one of our endeavors, it just flat out sinks, so we need to find another one? Another example is when Captain Jack rescues Elizabeth, and he also has Norrington and Elizabeth's father about to arrest him. Now, put yourself in this situation. You're on a goal. You have a goal in mind. You're about to do it. You see the opportunity headed your way. In this metaphorical sense, this would be Elizabeth falling over the edge and Jack going in to save her. But you have that opportunity right in front of you. You dive in, you grab it, and then you encounter opposition. And in this film's case, that opposition comes in the form of Norrington and Elizabeth's father. They take Jack, they cuff him, and it doesn't really seem like there's anywhere for our swashbuckling hero to go. And for the analysis of this video's sake, we sometimes feel tied down. We feel like we're chained up. We feel like there's no way for us to get out of that situation until one moment opens itself up. We see a moment to where we can get ourselves away from that situation, be it negative people commenting, others telling us we can't do it, or enormous amounts of hard work, or feeling that we're not getting any growth when it comes to our systems. But then, just like Jack finds a way to use Elizabeth to get away from that situation, he doesn't kill her, but he uses her as a chance to escape and move forward with his life. And now, we find our opportunity. We find our way to push through the work, to ignore the trolls, to get through everything that we need to so we can continue forward to build a better life for ourselves, to accomplish whatever goal that is in our mind. And now let's talk about the very end of the movie, that final battle, Captain Jack Sparrow versus Captain Barbossa, over who is going to take back the Black Pearl, and who is going to protect Will Turner, and who is going to protect Elizabeth. And sacrifices have to be made. We know that Will's blood is the thing that is going to be able to lift the curse from the Aztec gold. But in our analysis format here, let's look at it this way. Jack's going up against Barbossa, his greatest enemy, or let's say his greatest opposition, and his final opposition, before he finally accomplishes that goal that he needs to get done, which in this film's case is not only killing Barbossa, but also getting back the Black Pearl. And with a lot of fighting, a little blood, and a lot of sweat, Jack was able to not only defeat Barbossa with the help of Will Turner, but he was also able to regain his ship at the very, very end of the film. And let's look at it this way. Maybe you've got people in your life. Maybe you've got that goal in front of you, and you've finally reached an opposition to where you're like, I can't do this. This is so hard. Or you're pushing through it. You don't have negative thoughts. You're just pushing through the hard work. You're pushing through everything that you need to do. But suddenly you realize, wait, I need help to accomplish this goal. I need somebody there with me so I can achieve my goal and so I can help him achieve his. And so, that's where this analysis takes us. Jack finally gets the Black Pearl back. He takes out Barbossa. And in his sense, he's accomplished his goal, and with a little help on our side, we can accomplish whatever goals we put our mind to, be it writing a book, making an award show, becoming an actor, becoming a writer. Pirates of the Caribbean is an incredible movie across the board. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, that is. And one of the biggest reasons why it is so great is because of Captain Jack Sparrow. Not only because of how great of a character he is, but also for the fact that there is a lot to learn from Jack.
Son, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Savvy?
And in the case of this analysis, that lesson is the fact that Jack is a representation of us. When we have a goal set in mind, when we're going after something so deeply that we don't want to stop, when we encounter opposition, when we have millions of things or thousands of things or hundreds of things placed in our way, and we need to push through it, be it a little dinghy that sinks to the bottom of the water, be it opposition that tries to stop us, but we push through and get past it like Jack did when he escaped from Norrington and his men, or when we finally accomplish our goal. But first, we gotta go through a trial of our faith and go against the hardest thing that we've ever gone against. And that, along with many other reasons, is why I love Pirates of the Caribbean. But guys, in all honesty, when it comes to these analyses, you know what I'm gonna say here. It's what you say that matters most, because I have what I think personally about these films and about these specific characters, but I do want to get your thoughts on it. What are your thoughts on Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl? And if you haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl, but you decided to watch this video, first of all, I gotta say, I'm a little surprised that you wanted the movie spoiled for you. Number two, thank you for showing up anyways. And most importantly, guys, like I said, leave your comments down below and tell me what your thoughts and analysis are for Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl. And for any of you that are new here and have just showed up to the channel, don't be afraid to press that subscribe button and tap the bell notification so you can be aware when more analysis like this one will be up on the channel along with my weekly movie reviews. And thank you so much for showing up. But as always, guys, if you've liked what you've seen and heard here, click right there and subscribe to become part of the fray of nerds who love cinema. I love each and every single one of you, and you all have a fantastic day.